is Vice President Director. Vice President Director came with a $50,000 one-time bonus. I actually was trying to live and function as a mom with 7 felony convictions and a bunch of misdemeanors. And I really had to look into the self-employment option, right? Because you don't run background checks when you're self-employed, okay? Can I get an amen, right? Can I get an amen on no background checks?
No, you cannot, my friend. No, you cannot.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. We're diving into some Farmasi today. It is a top leader that we have visited in the past, specifically because this individual went on a rant on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube and anywhere else about how us anti-MLM creators are hypocrites.
So I believe that people that make anti-MLM content are hypocrites. Hear me out.
Yeah, no thanks.
I reacted to her rant as well as a training that she held for her team that she also publicly posted to YouTube. So anyway, with all of that said, I have a new training from her that is all about how you can earn things. Money, trips, makeup, you name it. You can earn it with an MLM, specifically Farmasi. And we're gonna get right the f into it.
Happy Friday night. Happy Friday night. What's up, friends?
Just chilling.
Oh my gosh, so finally I told you guys I would commit, and I have my new business phone set up.
Well, girl, it looks like you're filming on a potato. It is not good quality. Your business phone is not doing business right now.
So I'm really excited because I've had it. I got it actually, it was a birthday gift from Jerry and the kiddos. So I've got the 17 Pro Max finally. After I went through my crash out about the new update, I'm living now. I just want to see if I can see comments though. So let's see. Hello. Do I see comments on the screen?
Can we at least acknowledge that this is awkward?
Okay. So hi. If you are watching, drop a comment. I want to see if I can see them.
Her son and her husband bought her that new phone for her business. Why isn't she buying her own business phone? When you run your own business, your business expenses typically come from your business expense pot in your own bank account. And I get, like, I've gotten gifted things for my set along the way, but an iPhone 17 Max for your business that your partner is buying you while you are telling people that you are making so much money in said business is questionable to me.
The math doesn't math.
Allegedly, and in my opinion.
If you are new here, say new. And if you're watching the replay, say replay. Replay.
Hell are you watching?
Okay, so a little bit about me. This is an Ask Me Anything, an FAQ type of live. I've been with the company for 11 months that I switched to after I was with the company for 7+ years. Oh my gosh, that glow is glowing. The glow is glowing. And I got a big box today, which really was exciting. Me and my family, our full-time income has been social media, network marketing since 2018. Accidentally stumbled across this industry as need, honestly. I had no idea what it was. Complete accident, never was making videos, no education around marketing, did not have a platform on YouTube, social media.
That's a red flag. You have no education around marketing. And that goes back to something that I just brought up in the last video that I just recorded. These people are not very business minded. They have no fucking idea what they're doing, and they're successful until they're not, and then they don't know what to do from there. And that's a big thing that we should be paying attention to when we're trying to decide to join an MLM. How many MLMs has each person been through, and why did they leave the last one? They hit a point where they didn't know how to grow anymore, so they had to leave? Or was it the company that closed?
You gotta ask all the questions.
Thanks, girl. I was just thinking so too. And I found out that this was possible. And not just possible for, celebrities or professional influencers, but possible for a person like me. And my history is dark. Like I dealt with mental illness, I dealt with addiction, and I actually was trying to live and function as a mom with 7 felony convictions and a bunch of misdemeanors. So I kept getting declined anytime I was trying to do something better for my life.
I think that is an issue. That is speaking to our system in America. A lot of our systems are broken, and that is one of them. There's a lot of people that have a hard time getting a job, especially with someone who has multiple felonies under their belt. I don't think that speaks to the type of person this individual is today.
I don't judge people based on things like that.
When I react to people, I'm sure they're lovely people outside of the MLM. Beyond that point, she uses these things, in my opinion, as vulnerabilities with other people to join the MLM. Like,
I'm a felon. And I've been convicted so many times. I was in jail even. And look at me. I'm making thousands of dollars a month.
I don't like when people do that. I'm not against felons sharing stories about their lives turning around. I'm against felons using their felon charges and addictions to get people's money in return. And that's what this is, in my opinion. Sorry, I'd say it to your face too.
And I really had to look into the self-employment option, right? Because you don't run background checks when you're self-employed, okay? Can I get an amen, right? Can I get an amen on no background checks?
No, you cannot, my friend. No, you cannot.
We need background checks, okay? They're necessary. I don't know what her felonies were, but I do know that once you have one, no matter what kind of felony it was, it is very, 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 very hard to find a job and turn your life around. I mean, props to her for doing that, but don't be a slimy individual and pull other people into this disgusting business model. Thank you and good night.
So I am, self-employed.
Are you though?
This industry means you're self-employed,
You can't be serious.
which means you essentially, I wouldn't say you have no boss, because a lot of people that are self-employed get contracts, you know what I mean? Where they have to, they have someone in that. I would say essentially, I'm my own franchise of Farmasi, which is awesome. However, I don't have a boss telling me what to do every day. I have to get up, I get to make my own schedule, and there's pros and cons to that, honestly. Yes, there's freedom, but if you don't have someone that can fire you like that, that can be pretty hard. So
You do have somebody that can fire you like that? Being Farmasi. Farmasi is the corporation that is holding your essential contracted employment. You're not a business owner, honey. You're a contracted sales employee. Two different things.
It's just a bitter pill you have to swallow.
moved over to Farmasi after doing a lot of different research for many reasons. I'm not going to go over those in this live, but it's a lifestyle brand.
Oh, is that what you're calling it these days?
Yes, your daughter thinks I'm your boss. I mean, some people do think I'm their boss, but I promise I'm not. I'm your coach. I'm your mentor.
I've been doing this for 11 months and I'm your mentor. I know what I'm doing.
But what really attracted me to Farmasi was many different things. One of them being in this industry is something called the compensation plan. So that can get really tricky, and I had to compare a lot. And I'm going to say this. Thank you, girl. Thanks. I'm actually got it done a little bit today, just nice and washed.
What the hell is happening?
So I'm going to get my roots done next week. I'm excited about that. So everyone's going to claim that they have the best compensation plan. Hey, Lisa, it really depends what you're looking for and who you're talking to. Because the biggest thing that matters is you can have the absolute best compensation plan. But if your products are too expensive, not on trend, not essential for the time, it really doesn't matter, right? I can be like, oh, I'm going to pay every single person 5% of what the company brings in, but if the company's not bringing in anything, who really cares, right? That doesn't matter. So I really love hours. It's very simple for people that start is 50%. They get 50% on anything that they purchase.
They get 50% on anything they purchase, so they get a rebate? What? You're not getting paid at that point. You're getting a rebate. That's it. You used a coupon for a later date, and they're just rebating you your money.
And then it's a volume-based compensation plan. What does that mean? It's strictly based off of the volume.
Wow,
Thanks for explaining that. I get so confused.
You don't need Susie to hit this and Karen to do this or these certain people to qualify. It's just based off of the volume, and then that unlocks you to get paid percentage on whatever that group volume looks like. And then we do have different titles, okay? So when you're thinking of leadership, in the very first leadership rank, I feel for someone that has been in leadership is very attainable. It's 5,000 points. That makes you a director. So as you're hitting, and then anything after that, it's just about getting directors under you. So today I'm gonna talk about what those one-time bonuses, because
It's just about recruiting and building your pyramid. What are we doing? The red flags are waving. Pharmacy is a nightmare, you guys. If you've been here a while and you've been following along with the Scentsy drama, there's also a pretty healthy pipeline of people going from Scentsy to Farmasi, just like there is from Scentsy to Trunori. In my opinion, Farmasi makes more sense because there's more products and they've been around a little longer, whereas Trunori only has 3 products and they just started. But anyway, with all of that said, just don't join an MLM. But this pipeline over to Farmasi makes a little bit more sense is all I'm saying. Anyway, I'm done rambling. Let's get back into it.
not only do you get paid those regular bonuses, right, the percentages on your whole organization, but then when you hit certain titles, you can get one-time bonuses, you can get gifts, and there's trips. We actually have trips, luxury trips built into our compensation plan. We also have trips not in our compensation plan that you don't have to hit any certain title to earn. We actually have one right now to Mexico. Thanks, Melissa. That means so much to me. Melissa is an amazing example here, guys, of someone that is brand new to the industry. Farmasi is her first company. Her highest title here is director. She is doing amazing. She shows up consistently. I would challenge you to go to her page, look back to last year in January, and see how her content game has shown up. Like, she would be an example of someone that is so coachable, does the things, and is constantly learning. So I'm incredibly proud of her.
You guys, those are all the terms they use because they don't know what else to say. You're coachable. You did all the things. That's why you're successful. But when they're trying to explain to their team why somebody else is successful, they're just like, well, they're coachable and they do all the things. They do what I tell them to do. They're coachable. They're posable figures in my game of pyramids.
It reminds me a lot of myself, honestly, when I started. So, thanks, Jill. So, I was I had a goal when I joined, right? That I thought maybe in a year I would hit Emerald Director. We did that in like a week. We ended our first month, which technically that was 21 days in February is Diamond, and then we hit Vice President Director. So that's mine. So I have gotten all the bonuses up until then. So we're going to kind of start, and I'm going to show you. So the very first one is Director. I told you that is 5,000 points. Very attainable if you put the other thing I really love about these is there is no timeline on it, okay? And if you, hey Marlene, and when you add up all of these bonuses, the one-time bonuses, they equal $943,000.
Oh, here's our hypotheticals. We always have a hypothetical session when we're talking about MLMs. Like, you can make $940,000 if you hit all of your bonuses. But the likelihood of anyone hitting all of those bonuses is so slim. I'm actually curious to see if anyone has ever achieved every single bonus that Farmasi has. I'm willing to bet, well, there's probably not one person in Farmasi as of today, March 10th, 2026, that has hit every single bonus. And if there is, there's probably not more than 5-ish, allegedly, and in my opinion.
A lot of companies might give you these extra bonuses, but only if you hit them in a certain time frame. We don't have that at all. So I think that is really cool. And again, this is extra. This is extra on top of what you're already paid. So director would be the first one. So you're going to get your regular pay on your team. And then to celebrate you becoming a director, you're going to get a $1,000 bonus, which is right, you see, right there. They send you these big checks too.
Oh no, those
Those aren't real.
Oh, you get a big check. Those mean nothing. They're just for you to hang in your office so you can make income claims, which you're not even supposed to be making. I'm so concerned for our health right now.
And then with director, your gift, very nice luxury plush robe. I love this. I'm not wearing it right now.
You probably spend more to become director at Farmasi than you would just going out and getting yourself a robe like that. They have tons at the Ross by me. You could go find that for probably, I don't know, $20, $40, depending on where you go. Ross, a thrift store. You don't have to join an MLM to get a fuzzy robe. Please don't.
Because we have the fireplace on, but it is... Nothing here is cheap, ever. They even say that. They do not do so. So you hit director, that's your first one. You're going to get that $1,000 bonus on top of everything.
Oh, also, I got a blanket from YouTube. I didn't even have to spend anything. I just show up for work.
That you've already earned on your organization, your own, and then you get this robe. I love it. Okay. So then the next one, bronze director. There is no difference in the volume that you need to hit bronze director. That is just having someone directly under you that also is director. Very, very attainable. A lot of people do that. You know, everyone has their own timeline based on their own experience, but bronze director is very attainable. And then with bronze director, that's actually when the trips start. So the trip for bronze director is what we call our leadership academy. And for that, you get to go to the Miami headquarters. They have an amazing freaking, bye Jill, talk to you later. They have a hotel literally right across the street. You get your meals, you have a dinner. It was, honestly, I've been invited to a lot of leadership summits over the years, and they've never felt as intimate as what this did. So with bronze director, that is another $1,000. That one.
They're fake checks. Why are you showing us that? What is this doing for anybody? Farmasi overspent on buying huge cardboard checks to send you? Is that what we're trying to brag about? This is ridiculous.
So you got the $1,000 for director, $1,000, and then bronze gets a gift too. And this is what's funny, you guys. So, bronze director, this is the gift. It is so adorable. It is a tote. It says dream bigger. It comes with this strap.
Ugh. Don't free branding for Farmasi. I love when they do this so much because the consultants look like pure idiots.
Not sorry. I'm truly not sorry.
I know that my blanket is branded by YouTube and it's promoting YouTube, which is fine because this is legitimate. I do legitimate work. I am a creator, right? I don't have to recruit anybody to join my team. Subscribers are not the same, honey. So don't come at me with that argument. I love when MLMs do their whole incentive thing and they're like, and you're going to get this bag with our name all over it, so you can use it every day and promote our business for free. These are the types of things you used to go and get at the Clinique counter when you bought enough in products. You were branded by Clinique because they wanted you to promote their products. It's not because they want to give you nice things. It's branding. Real sales positions also get these things. For example, in pharmaceutical sales, the sales representatives go to the doctor's offices and they bring pens and t-shirts and sticky notes and all the types of things that you could possibly need in the office that are branded. You don't have to pay for them. They just give them to you so you can promote the brand. So the awareness goes up. It's not a perk. You're just a billboard for them because you've got the robe with Farmasi on it. Now you got a bag with Farmasi on it. Your walls are filled with cardboard checks with Farmasi on it. You're just a walking billboard for Farmasi.
It's not a good look.
It's not even your brand. This isn't yours. You didn't come up with this. You didn't pick the colors. You didn't pick the products. None of it. You're a walking billboard. You paid to become a walking billboard. Fun.
So freaking nice. What was funny is when they sent me my first one, they forgot to send me the strap. So I reached out to them and they just sent me a whole other one. So yay for me. And that's just an example of their customer service. So bronze director is $1,000, trip to Miami, and this tote, which I am obsessed. I really love this strap, you guys. So literally, I was just like, oh my gosh, maybe a team incentive. Oh, dogs are gonna start barking.
Hi, puppy. Nice puppy.
Or something like that. So that was kind of fun. Now, next up, Golden Director. You guys, a Golden Director is not crazy volume either. This is what blew me away. That is just 2 directors underneath you.
At the same time?
And then with a Golden, it is a $2,000 bonus. So when you reach Golden, you have gotten the $4,000 cash on top of what you're already getting paid. Golden is actually where our lifestyle, our car bonus starts. That is something that you're going to get paid every single month. I believe at Golden Director it's $250, so you're going to get $250 on top of what you're already making, plus you've earned that $4,000. Golden, I don't have it down here with me, but it is a branded carry-on luggage, and you get to go to Turkey.
Branded. You get to advertise in Turkey on your incentive trip. How lucky are you? I am so jealous of anyone that gets to walk through the airport in Turkey with their pharmacy bag. Life is not fair.
Just kidding.
And you guys, that's what blew me away. So I did go to Turkey with 3 of our girls in August. It is such a luxurious trip. It's a 2-part trip. And why Turkey? Turkey is actually where our major hub, our manufacturing building is. We call it Farmasi. If you want to see a YouTube video, let me know and I'll send it to you if you're not an influencer already.
Ew, no.
And you get to see where the magic happens. They indulge you into their culture. And it is, when I tell you, they paid for our flights. Did not have to put a credit card down. It was the most luxurious hotel, like the Ritz-Carlton in Istanbul. They covered everything. They had us on a yacht dinner party. We had a dinner in a palace. And then we spent a few days there doing that. And then they covered the flight. We all flew to Cappadocia. They had us in hot air balloons. We stayed in a hotel, in a cave. Super luxury. It ended with this party in a cave. It was amazing. And again, so for me, I was a tippy top leader somewhere else, and I was so blown away. And Tamara always shares that she asked Emre, that is our president, like, why have such a luxury trip at the beginning of leadership? And his answer was he wants everyone to experience it. And I'm telling you, Turkey was never something that was ever on like my bucket list, but I want my family to go. I want my kids to see it. It was absolutely beautiful. Actually, our team, you can, they have like a hotel in Istanbul in the Farmasi place. So our team, if you hit 18% or up, they're going to go visit. They stay there. Like, it is so self-sufficient. It is.
It's like a commune over there at Farmasi.
Like, I can't even wrap my mind around it. I watched that YouTube video before I joined, and many times, and it doesn't even do it justice. But when you're there, like, you smell like the lavender, because our company, like, we make everything, even the packaging. So that is at Golden Director. I think that is just like, that trip, like, I felt more special than I did as the number 3 earner in my other company. Like, I can't explain, like, I was blown away. So then the next title you can hit is called Platinum Director. We've had a few, and oh, by the way, we've had over 20 people earn that Golden Director trip already, and more working towards it, and we've only been here 11 months. So that is incredibly exciting. Hey, Samantha.
Hey.
So the next one's Platinum Director. When you hit Platinum, that one's over there. That is $4,000. So now you've stacked $8,000 extra on top of everything you've earned, plus it's a $300 monthly bonus on top of your regular bonus. So think of that. There's people that come in, man, they hit platinum right away. They hit it in a month. Some people, even if you hit it and it takes a long time, thinking of earning $8,000 extra dollars is life-changing. Like, that is insane.
Is that a Capri Sun? Could I have a Capri Sun?
$8,000 could do a lot. I don't know if it could be life-changing at this point in time. However, the odds of you getting that $8,000 is so very slim, according to statistics. The odds of you getting even $1 back at any point in your pharmacy career are so slim. The odds are not in your favor.
And I'm going to keep saying extra, because I don't want anyone, yes, these bonuses are amazing, but our regular compensation plan this is just extra to celebrate you getting there for the first time. So let's look at the platinum gift. Platinum, where you at, buddy? Buddy. to get a luxury luggage tag. I'm telling you, this is all leather in platinum and a passport holder.
Oh, wow. Branded with Farmasi on it. So if you leave Farmasi, you're reminded that you were in Farmasi at every time you travel. What the How? What? Why are we thinking these fundraiser level prizes are such a win?
Because it's like, listen, you're going to be taking more trips now. You're platinum. The trip for platinum is what they call our convention experience. And so I got to do that. It was really cool. They paid for me to fly to convention. They put me up on a luxury, me and my husband, a luxury hotel, Oceanside in South Beach, because it was in Miami, VIP plus, everything was handled. It was really cool because I'm going to say this. I keep mentioning it. I was a tippy top leader somewhere else. I was a speaker every freaking convention, almost. And I even made content. I was a keynote and I never got anything covered, ever. They did say that Gemstones were supposed to get our tickets reimbursed. That only happened one time. So yeah, I just think that it is really cool. It's something fun to earn. I have not earned a new title since August, but we're working on a new title. I'm still vice president director.
It's fun to pretend.
Okay, so that's platinum. Next on the chopping block, next on the checklist is emerald. Emerald, remember, this was my year goal. You got the $10,000 one-time check on top of everything that you've earned. So you got 1,000, 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, 10,000. So say if you come in and you hit emerald, that's $18,000 on top, because like I said, it stacks. Really, really cool. Emerald trip is it's called a European vacation. Last year it was in Venice. The year before it's in Greece. I actually did not go on it this year.
She's just spewing all of the hypotheticals that you could potentially earn, but not giving you any idea of how to earn it. This is what they all do, in my opinion, and allegedly by observing what they do and observing what I did in the past. They want to give you all the glitz and the glam. They want to give you all the shiny things, all the good things, and they're going to pretend like there's nothing that could mean that this is not going to happen for you. Until, of course, you hand over your money and sign up for the MLM. Then you find out that the odds of you ever even getting a bonus, one singular $1,000 bonus, is so slim. Less than 1%, actually. But they're not going to tell you that because it affects their pockets if they tell you that. However, a quick Google search, pulling up the FTC website and reading about multi-level marketing will tell you that the odds are so slim of you ever seeing one of those fake cardboard checks on your own wall.
I saw the content. It was really cool. I'm going to go on it next year, and I have a teammate. So think of this. It's not just Brittany. I have a teammate, Tamara, that earned that, and the emerald gift is so nice. Look, it's a luxury. I love this. I think it's like technically like a camera bag, but I would carry more in it.
And she hasn't used it once. None of these things have been used, but she loves them so much. Maybe the bathrobe was used, but the luggage tag and the passport holder, those were still in the box. This bag, she just pulled out of a box, it looks like, and she doesn't even know what it looks like. Why is this such a surprise? I thought you earned these prizes already.
Super cute, luxurious, because you're going to be taking all those pictures. All right.
She just throws it.
Next. This is the title that I hit in our first month, Diamond Director. Diamond Director gets a, see that one at the bottom? $25,000 one-time bonus. This is real.
It's a real piece of cardboard with numbers on it, but it's not real money.
So for me, I hit Diamond Director my first month. I had all of these stacked on top of my first paycheck. And then there's also the car bonus. So it was like 1,000, 1,000, 2,000, that's 8,000, 18,000 plus 25,000. All of that was on top of that bonus when I earned it, which was insane. And again, there's people that have been here for 4 years that just hit Diamond. That's a $25,000 one-time payment on top of everything else. The Diamond trip, me and Jerry are going on in a couple weeks. And it's called a tropical vacation. You get to bring someone, and it is to the Maldives, 4 seasons. I will make sure I'm updating you guys on it. This is something that it's just now getting real for us. That's on the other side of the world.
Oh, thank you for the geography lesson.
They cover your flight, so like they sent us money, and it's actually more than what our flight was. They're on these ocean bungalows, private butler. I heard last year that at the welcome dinner they had everyone check their wallets, and corporate added $2,000 into their pharmacy wallets for credit to spend while they were there at spas and different things. Don't have to put a credit card down, dinners, but just like, you guys, our layovers in a country I didn't even know was the name of it, like, until this week, until we booked it. It's Doha, Qatar. I'm geographically challenged, so that's where our layover is. Like, I literally, it's so hard. Like, I never ever thought that, for one, it would be a lot of money to pay. Like, I looked up what everything was to stay there, but not having to spend a dime, and like I said, we have people in the company that are consistently earning it. So let's look at what the diamond gift is. Now this is another funny one. So I was sent this. It comes in a really, protective dust bag that says Farmasi.
Another thing that's not unboxed. This is just adding to overconsumption. You're not even using the shit.
And it is a luxury leather tote, and it's supposed to have a scarf, a custom scarf, and I didn't get it. So I messaged them, and I was just like,
The team for their awards they're just not doing great. They keep forgetting shit. They don't send the $5 scarf or the 50-cent strap. You have to ask for it. So they send you a whole new $10 bag.
Allegedly.
hey, it didn't come with a scarf, and they were like, okay. So then I checked my mail.
Oh, the suspense is killing me.
And they sent me another one. So now I have 2 diamond bags.
I love bags. I don't have a lot of bags anymore, but I used to. And I used to be a Canal Street girly.
I was shopping on Canal Street and I see this huge rat.
I can't get over putting that in a duster bag. Is this even real?
Too. I'm like, oh my gosh, they didn't have to do that. They did not. So, that's the diamond gift. And then the title I am now is Vice President Director. Vice President Director came with a $50,000 one-time bonus.
That is one big check.
I was paid out this when I was in Turkey. Life-changing. It was on top of my pay for that month. Again, there's also the car bonus and such. After that is President Director, which is $100,000. And then is Boss, which is $250,000 one-time bonus. Again, people have reached those and got those. And then the top is Executive Boss. There is only one. She is our upline. Her name is Ale. She lives in Mexico.
There is one person in Farmasi that is at the top of the company. One. That is the literal tippy point of the pyramid. There's only one. It's true, there's only one. And they've been around for 6 years, guys. I can't get over this.
And that is a $500,000 one-time bonus. I was there when she got that. Her monthly paycheck surpassed $1 million that month because she got that bonus. So that tells you, so she's also earning a lot because of the compensation plan, but that is just a one-time extra for getting there. And then she goes on all the trips and everything, and there's gifts, there's jewelry at that level.
Does it turn your skin green?
They're turning my ears green.
Canal Street knockoffs seem like the best option.
I'll have to show you guys when we get there. And so this isn't like a game play thing. The company has been around. It is a proven compensation plan that rewards all different levels. We also, like I said, so when you start, you get 50% commission. That's it. You don't ever have to build at all. And then when you unlock percentages, they also have gifts. They have free gifts from you just qualifying. You know what I mean? I've never gotten as many freebies that I can either flip and get 100% profit or give it away or something like that. So they do not play around at all. I'm telling you, if you're really serious on this, might be something like you're serious, you want to build, like it's here. Like we see it. We see people like hitting and growing. So just wanted to say we're a global company. We're in 55 different countries that you can cross sponsor and build, and opening even more this year. It's crazy. Right now, tonight, we have a free shipping promo. So you can actually get started and not have to pay shipping on that starter kit, which is really cool. And until Monday, you can get in with the Aloe Glow. You guys know I talk about the Aloe Glow. As if you just want to try products, we have a really cool Power Duo promo going on right now, which, oh my God, I was just actually thinking, like, they have some of my favorites. And what's really cool is you can be an influencer, join at the $7, get 50% off, and then grab some of those, and it's like double dipping, plus freebies, plus free shipping. So lots of stuff, but I wanted to just kind of go on live to just explain how those work, about the trips, the one time, and just say I'm always a message away or a phone call away. I'm going to go eat dinner. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten yet. Guess what I'm having? What do you guys have for dinner? We're having meatloaf. I think I'm going to put this video on YouTube. All right, you guys, I love you. Message away. Thanks for hanging out with me, all 20-ish of you so far. That's pretty good for a Friday night. The Brittany Show. All right, I love you guys. Bye.
She's super full of herself, and that's cool. I'm cool with it. Whatever. That's what you want to do. Anyway, this is the perfect example of nothing salad when MLM representatives are trying to pretend like they know what they're talking about while they're also trying to actively recruit you to their team or get you to stay with Farmasi so they don't lose you as a downline member. She did nothing but tell you all of the possibilities. So the bonuses that you can get from recruiting and selling, and the incentive trips, the prizes, nothing about what the products are, what she loves about the products, how they help her customers, how she retains customers, none of those things, just all of the money you can get. Nothing else was given. And then it was, here's the specials for the join kits. What does that have to do with anything? You didn't tell these people what they need to do to be successful at this point. You just told them you could get this big cardboard check and hang it on your wall too. Or you can get this branded bag that I could buy for $5 at Goodwill. $5 is generous. Any Hoosier. Thanks for hanging out with me while I talk a bunch of shit, and I will see you in the next one.